Good evening, everyone. I welcome our speaker and all our audience for today's webinar on the topic Enabling Sellers to Take Local Products to Global Customers. Today's webinar is brought to you by Amazon Global Selling in partnership with The Textile Magazine. By default, the mic and webcam of all the attending audience would be on mute. But if you have any specific question, use the chat window to ask your question, but also mention your name and the organization whom you represent so that the speaker could reply to these questions after the presentation. If not, he will reply to you directly after the webinar is over. Today's session, we cover details starting from seller onboarding to seller success. The speaker will also share some best practices following by successful sellers and what differentiates them from the rest. The brand that we're talking about today, Amazon Global Selling, is an e-commerce export program that helps you sell your products to 300 million customers worldwide and gives you access to 18 global marketplaces. You can leverage Amazon's international scale and state-of-the-art tool to build your global brand from India. Let us have a video to see how a made in India product is exported globally.
ये खिलौने हमने बनाए हैं इस मिट्टी से, पर चलते सीमाओं के भी पार हैं। चादर की बुनाई होती है यहाँ पे, पर हर घर की साज सज्जा पे इनका अधिकार है। हर बूंद में अपने देश की महक है, पर विश्व के हर चेहरे पे इनका श्रृंगार है। रास्ता बदला, ढंग बदला, काम करने का नया अवतार है। एक साथ मिला, एक हाथ मिला, जिन्हें हमारे हुनर पे एतबार है। लोकल टू ग्लोबल के इस सफर के लिए हम सब के शुक्रगुजार हैं।
हमें हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स पे बहुत नाज है। हम हमारी क्वालिटी और डिज़ाइंस में कभी कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं करते।
इंडियन टॉय है, इंडियन ब्रांड है और ये एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है अब दुनिया में। इट्स एक्चुअली अ ग्रेट फीलिंग।
पहले ये लगता था कि काम तो अच्छा है, लेकिन पहुंच कैसे बनाए। अब पहुंच ही नहीं, पहुंच के साथ पूरी दुनिया में पहचान भी मिल गई।
हमारे से ज़्यादा हमारे इंडिया का नाम हो रहा है और लोग उससे इंस्पायर हो रहे हैं कि नहीं, सब ग्लोबली सेल कर सकते हैं अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को अगर आपके प्रोडक्ट्स अच्छे हैं।
आज मुझे बताते हुए बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि हमारे बनाई हुई बनारसी साड़ियाँ पूरे विश्व के लोगों को बहुत पसंद आ रही हैं।
कहाँ से शुरू किया, कहाँ पहुँच गया, सपने में भी नहीं सोचा था।
हवा महल की हवा का रुख बदला, दिल्ली की इमारतें भी बेकरार हैं। वाराणसी के घाट पे एक कोलाहल है, अहमदाबाद की धागों में नया आकार है। भुवनेश्वर के मंदिरों की घंटियों में बदला सा सुर है। गर्व से फूल रहा हैदराबाद का चार मीनार है। इंडिया के हर कोने से दुनिया के हर कोने तक मुस्कान बांटने निकले हैं। ना सिर्फ अपना, हम अपने भारत का भी नाम रोशन करने निकले हैं।
That was a beautiful video, wasn't it? Without further ado, I would like to welcome our speaker for today's session, Mr. Ketan Baga. He's the regional manager of Amazon Global Selling. Ketan has been part of Amazon Global Selling team in India since its inception. During his tenure of 6 years with Amazon, he has performed multiple roles, including leading a program, accounts management, setting up new marketplaces. Presently, he's heading a team for South and East region for new seller recruitments. The mic is yours, Ketan.
Thank you so much, Ganesh, for the kind introduction. And thanks everyone for joining us today to learn more about Amazon Global Selling program. I've been with Amazon for the last 6 years, and I was the first person, in fact, in the global selling team. So we have literally established this team from scratch in starting May 2015, and right now we have more than 70,000 sellers that are there. So I'll be taking you through the journey that we have had with Amazon from India to the worldwide marketplaces. And how can you be a part of this particular journey and what's in it for you? What kind of products are getting exported from India by Amazon? And then how is our team helping you out in this particular venture to establish your own brands with Amazon and some of the brands that you'll see on the screen when I'll be scaling through the slides, you'll understand that a lot of these are private labels, manufacturers, who started this particular journey with Amazon over the last couple of years and who've scaled to the next level already. So without taking more time, I'll just start the presentation. So today's agenda that I'll be covering is first of all, the e-commerce export opportunity that we have from India, like what is the overall opportunity size? What is the Amazon's global selling program all about? What is the overview of this particular program? Then third is the benefits of global selling. And the fourth is like, how do you get started if you are interested in this particular program? So the overall e-commerce exports opportunity, if we talk about right now, for Indian MSMEs, like Amazon provides you a $300 billion of opportunity worldwide, like Amazon's overall sales. Just for a comparison, last year overall, India's e-commerce platform overall number was around $19 billion. So if you look at the number like for exports, where Amazon has been prevalent over the last 20 plus years, you'll see that the numbers are exponential because Amazon has been in these markets for quite a lot of time, and there are many more retail customers that are there in these particular marketplaces as compared to India. And hence the focus of today's discussion is also about how do you export in e-commerce, So these are some of the top marketplaces that you can see on my screen. Countries like USA, UK, Germany, Australia, France, Spain, Japan, Middle East. So these are some of the countries, where we enable you to start exploring. But today's presentation, I'll be covering majorly USA, given about 75 to 80% of sales from India right now coming from USA. So hence it is our go-to marketplace. Whenever sellers are starting their journey with global selling, we start with USA most of the time. Some of the top categories, as you can see on my screen: textiles, leather goods, toys, apparel, jewelry, Ayurvedic supplements, beauty, home decor. So these are some of the categories that we've already explored, and we've seen that the Indian manufacturer or Indian exporter plays there in these particular categories. And textile ranks on top of all these categories, given that India has a lot of manufacturing of textiles. Cotton is one of the major exports that happen from India, and no other country is able to compete on the kind of pricing and kind of quality that we can give. And hence textile becomes our go-to category, like whenever we are thinking about Indian exports from Amazon. So I'll just provide you an overview of the entire global selling program now. So right now, till 2021, we have cumulative export sales of India via Amazon itself close to around $3+ billion over the last 6 years, out of which $1 billion have come only in the last 1 year. So you can see that the kind of scale that we are, entering into over the last couple of years, the kind of growth that we have seen year on year is exceptional. Sorry. So right now we have 70,000 plus exporters who are selling via this particular program. There are more than 70,000 exporters, and out of which, like as I told you, leather, textiles, apparel, some of these are the top categories that we are operating in. 30 plus product categories. So there can be other categories as well, where there can be a niche opportunity for some of the sellers. They might be manufacturing, let's say, pet products, or they might be manufacturing Ayurvedic products or herbal products. We also basically help those sellers to establish their product categories on Amazon.com. And we are right now supplying all these goods to 200 plus countries. So Indian sellers can reach out to all the customers all across the world with the help of Amazon, just by sitting in their offices in India. They don't need to have a physical presence in USA or any other country, but they can very well be sitting here while Amazon takes care of the last mile delivery, storage, and everything in the warehouses. And we'll take you through this particular cycle, that how does it work. So this is the journey that Amazon had over the years. 2015, when I joined the company, in fact. So we launched this particular program in 2015 May, and we started with a very few exporters and manufacturers to scale their brands on Amazon.com. 2018, we launched a service the services providers network, which basically is an ecosystem. So when sellers are selling their products in e-commerce, they will require assistance in terms of imaging, in terms of cataloging, in terms of account management, in terms of sponsored ads, in terms of packaging. They might require a lot of support in terms of logistics and everything. So in 2018, we established an entire network of people who can help sellers in this particular journey, and they are going to help you out in terms of establishing anything that you might face a challenge with, specifically related to Amazon global selling. In 2019, we signed up a couple of MOUs with Himachal government, Punjab government, UP government, and then organizations like FICCI, PCA, GJEPC, where we saw that there's an opportunity to promote exports from India and participate in the Make in India initiative, by our Prime Minister. So we signed up all those MOUs, and now we are also working with different states and their governments to promote the exports via P2C channel. In 2020, we had our cumulative exports of around $2 billion. In 2021, as you already see, it has crossed $3 billion. 2021, we also launched a new program a few months ago only, where we are working with some of the startups in honing their brands and honing their products, that what kind of products they should sell. We do provide that kind of a consulting. Our team also connects you with the right VCs, and we are working with the Startup India initiative in this particular segment to help promote the Indian products which are unique or innovative in nature. So as you can see on my screen, we've crossed $3 billion in exports right now. Outside of it, we have digitized 2.5 million micro MSMEs, and we have like roughly created almost 1 million jobs in the country over the last 6 years with the help of our sellers, logistics partners, SPN network, and any other services parties, which are working with us closely. So there are right now 18 marketplaces across which people from India can start selling. First country is India, of course, where there is Amazon.in. But outside of it, you can see on my screen that you have a huge opportunity in Europe, USA, Middle East, Japan, Australia, and Singapore. So these are some of the go-to countries for Indian exporters. And as I mentioned earlier, that we'll be focusing the crux today on USA, because US is our largest marketplace. However, if there are exporters, who are exporting their goods to, let's say, a country like Japan or Europe, we can very well give them consulting post the session is over, that how do they go about some of these marketplaces, because we have in-house teams who are helping sellers out in these particular marketplaces as well. So what are the trends year on year? So you can see on my screen that 47% year on year growth for this particular program is what we are witnessing right now. For any industry like which is operating at $1 billion number, year on year 47% growth is something that is phenomenal. I think you can also estimate, the kind of sales that we are getting from the platform. And this is only for Indian sellers who are exporting via Amazon Global Selling. These numbers are only for those sellers. 34% growth here we have seen on the Prime Day. In fact, yesterday and day before yesterday was Prime Day. This is 2020 number. I'm sure like 2021 numbers would be much higher and bigger and better than these numbers. Right now, close to around 800,000 customers have bought products from Amazon India sellers only during the Black Friday, Prime Day, and Cyber Monday. These are the three key events. Like in India, you have events like, a Great India Sale that happens during Diwali, or sale around Christmas, and in US, Christmas is very big, so we call it Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And Prime Day, of course, is the Amazon's yearly event, mega event that we conduct. So these are the kind of numbers. So right now, around 900 plus sellers have done at least 1 crore of sales with Amazon Global Selling, or more than that. And this number is again like a few months dated. So I think this number would already have crossed 1,000 in number out of the 70,000 people that, are operating with us right now. So some of the top export cities, and this is one of the new slides that we have added actually, because a lot of people wanted to know that, what is selling from which particular area from India. So we have covered this into this particular slide, and hence one of the important slides as well. So if you see north, we have areas like New Delhi, Gurgaon, Ghaziabad, Roorkee, where we have seen sports equipment, nautical products, copper products, apparel, some of these categories doing well. From east, we have seen cities like Kolkata, Raipur, Ranchi, Bhubaneswar, jewelry, leather products, kantha quilts, tapestries, bed sheets, these kind of products are selling well. From west, we have cities like Mumbai, Pune, Surat, Udaipur, Jaipur, where we have seen again home decor related products, tea, grocery, leather wallets, and all these products selling well. And south, we have Bangalore, Tirupur, Coimbatore, Karur, and other cities where we have seen linen, toys, towels, apparel, spices, and leather bags. So these are again manufacturing dominated hubs of cities, where we have seen a lot of response to the sellers who want to adopt global selling, and they are selling in some of these categories. So some of the emerging cities that you can also see like Jodhpur, Ludhiana, Varanasi, Kota, Sonipat, Karnal, Erode. Some of these cities have also seen much more traction post-COVID, because a lot of people want to move to an online world where, they were missing out on sales, and a lot of reliance was on offline sales for B2B exports. But as they can see that the demand in online marketplaces is increasing day by day, and a lot of customers are also moving in online only kind of shopping trends. I think a lot of exporters are also moving towards this particular scenario. So we have taken some of the local brands to global marketplaces, as you can see on my screen. Some of these brands and textiles are California designed, and these are again 3P brands. Like we have created third-party manufacturer brands. So some of these people were already supplying to, let's say, areas like Macy's or Walmart or Costco's of the world, and now they've started their own brands because they realize that, you know, in long run, if the dependency on their own brand is high, they're going to get more margins. They are building a sustainable business in long run. Their dependency on B2B exports reduces. And then some of these people have created some of these brands. They might be, you know, some of the people who are doing very well in B2B exports as well. And even then they have a private label of their own now. And in the other categories, you can see leather, Ayurveda, toys, and MSME brands that are working with us. Some of the well-known brands have also seen Amazon Global Selling as an opportunity to scale the global businesses, because let's say for someone like a Himalaya or a Dabur, having an offline presence in US or Europe is a very difficult thing, because again, they have to invest in local offices and manpower and everything. While if they go via Amazon Global Selling program, they can very well sit in India and try to manage their operations in the global marketplaces with the help of our team and tools. So some of the known brands have also in the last few years started selling with us, and you can see some of these names on my screen. So this is again a rough number that, you know, we have sold enough bedsheets to cover half the length of Great Wall of China. So like the kind of sales that we have in bedsheets, it remains our top area because of the cotton exports that have predominantly been established in India. We have seen bedsheet sellers performing extremely well as compared to any other category on the platform. So I'll just take you through some of the success stories that we have right now. So this is one of the people, in fact, I've worked very closely with this particular brand that's called California Design Den, located in Mumbai, company named NMK Textile Mills. Again, they are a textile mill, and they started their own brand with us in 2017. And they have written that our initial concern was the amount of investment needed for marketing and supply chain, trust and awareness for our brand to succeed globally, which was taken care of thanks to our collaboration with Amazon Global Selling. E-commerce is a great way to bring our products to customers in the United States. We made it very clear that it was. So they have actually, their major domain was B2B selling, while right now majority of their sales is coming from Amazon Global Selling program. Like they have shifted their entire core focus from B2B to B2C over the last 4 years. And yesterday and today, like they have done bumper sales on Prime Day. In fact, they are the top seller that from India right now who have done the maximum amount of sales in Prime Day. Can't give you the numbers, but they have like from the day they started, I think they have witnessed year-on-year growth of more than 100% over the last few years. So the kind of numbers that they're doing on the platform are astonishing from India. This is someone in the apparel category who the owner is from Zia Fashion, Mr. Bhavesh, who he has written in Hindi, like मैं उन देशों तक पहुंचा हूँ जिनका मैं स्टोर में अपना सामान नहीं देख सकता. मेरा उत्पाद यूएस, कैनेडियन और मैक्सिकन बाजारों में उपलब्ध है. इससे पहले कि मैं जानता, मेरे पास FBA पर 200 आइटम थे और कुल मिलाकर 400 डिजाइन थे. जब मैंने पहली बार ब्रांड लॉन्च किया तब मैंने अपने दम पर काम कर रहा था. अमेज़न पर मेरी सफलता के लिए धन्यवाद. मैं 10 की टीम में विस्तार करने में सक्षम रहा. So it started with the apparel. FBA fulfilled by Amazon. I'll also tell you more about FBA. How does the model work? So this person also started selling apparel with us, and they have done extremely well over the last few years' time, and they have now 400 plus designs on the platform. Again, apparel is a category where you require a lot of designs for the customer who can, you know, choose and then buy products from you. So as per one of the announcements that was made from Jeff Bezos, we are targeting a 10 billion roughly exports via this particular global selling program by 2025. So this is something that we have taken as a target that by 2025, we have to do a 10 billion in exports. We are at 3 billion right now. 7 billion out of it is going to come in the next 4 years as per our pledge. So how do you get started with global selling? I hope like I have been able to, you know, create some kind of a intent already in the audience that, hey, how does it work? You know, how do we start? This looks exciting, and to see so many success stories, to know about the program, we are excited, you know, to start our journey. And then the third section of the particular slide or presentation is around how do you get started with global selling if you are having those questions in your head. So the first thing is, like with any particular business model, you would need to start registration with Amazon Global Selling. We will help you out with the links that how do you start registration. This is an online only registration. You don't need to have like go somewhere and register. You can do it very well from a laptop that you might have at your place. So the first thing is registration on the platform. The second thing is how do you add your products? Like we will help you out in the addition of these products. We have a team who is located regionally, but right now we are not traveling, but we are going to help you online on one-on-one guidance that we can give you post the webinar. Then how do you ship your products? And then last is like, how do you receive the payment? So we are going to cover all these areas now. So for the registration, you need to have an email ID, which can be like something that you're using for your business or something which is a personal email ID. Both work equally well for us. Then you require a credit card. I'll tell you why you require a credit card. Then you require a business address where your business is located. You would require a bank statement to prove that it's a valid business address, or you need a credit card statement, or a document which establishes that hey, there's a business which is ongoing in this particular area. The last one is a VAT number, which is a local VAT number for Europe and Middle East, just in case you want to sell in those marketplaces. For US, this is not a requirement. So a credit card is basically required because there's a monthly fee of selling on Amazon Global Selling. That fee is $40 per month, $40 per month. And then you can sell as many products, you can list as many products. That's a fixed charge of basically opening your shop with Amazon. So that's something that Amazon charges you every month on the platform. So the next is I'm going to talk about shipping. So how do you ship your product? So someone who is buying your product from USA, it's very difficult for you, to fulfill that order one by one from India. So Amazon has warehouses which are set up in USA, which are 24 hours operational. So what we do is we send inventory from your warehouses in India to Amazon's warehouses in USA, and Amazon will take care of the last mile delivery. So whenever there's a customer who's ordering a product from Amazon, Amazon is going to pack it and ship it to the customer within 2 days of delivery promise. So all your products that you ship to Amazon's warehouse, firstly, you save on the shipping cost, because let's say you are shipping 500 units in bulk, or you are sending 1,000 or 2,000 bed sheets in bulk via sea. So you save on the shipping cost. Second, customers are getting an advantage that they're getting a product in 2 days, and Amazon is also going to promote those products. So last mile delivery or logistics is being owned by Amazon. FBA services, we have seen like for Indian sellers, around 80% of our sales is coming from FBA. Like 80% of the sales that are happening for Indian sellers is via FBA, because a lot of customers buy products from the sellers who are having their products in the US warehouses, because they get a 2-day delivery promise. So then the customer support is being provided by Amazon. Primarily what happens is a lot of customer queries when they place an order is only around, when am I getting my order? So around 40 to 50% of the customers want to know that where is my order? When will I receive it? So they're not going to directly get in touch with you for those particular challenges, but Amazon will take care of those challenges. Like we have a customer support team. However, for anything related to material of the product, size of the product, quality of the product, you would still have to answer, to some of those queries primarily. Because for those queries, you are the best person to tell more about the product that you are selling on the platform. There's one more thing, which is you can fulfill orders from other channels. So once you send your inventory to the warehouse, a lot of sellers have that query that, hey, what happens if the inventory is not sold out? What can I do with that inventory? So Amazon also allows you to dispatch anything which is there in the warehouse to any other customer in USA. So let's say you are selling by your own website, you are selling on any other competitor e-commerce website. In fact, in USA, if you ask Amazon to ship your goods that are there in the warehouse to any other customer within USA, Amazon is also going to fulfill those orders. They're going to charge you for the shipping costs, but we are going to ship those orders for you so that you can use essentially the same inventory for Amazon as well as for other channels. So right now, we are having this 3-month free subscription as well for some of the sellers that we are launching on the platform, where you get a 3-month waiver, which is again a $120 waiver whenever you start registering on the platform. This is something that we can extend to the people who are attending the webinar right now, and we can share more details with you separately. So if you're already a seller on Amazon India, some of you might already be selling on Amazon.in. However, this is a parallel business for you. This is going to be a .com marketplace, entirely different products you want to sell. You can sell those. You want to establish a new account, you can do that. However, if you have an account which is already there on Amazon India, you can link your Amazon India account to a global account via the link account process that is there in the Seller Central. So you can search for Sell Globally into Amazon.in Seller Central. If you are already on Amazon India, you would know that there is a Seller Central tool that is there on which you can sell in Amazon India. So you can go and search Sell Globally. There is an option to start linking your account with the global marketplaces. You can start registering from there onwards, and you can very well replicate your listings from Amazon India to the global marketplaces. So that option is also there. But in case you're not selling on Amazon India and you only want to start selling globally, then you have to start fresh registration with Amazon Global only. You don't need to start registering on Amazon India. You can directly sell your products with Amazon Global marketplaces. So once you have registered your account, Then the next part is basically listing creation. A lot of sellers, who are manufacturers or exporters, they basically register their account. They would start listing their products, but they don't pay a lot of attention in how they are creating their listing. So I think if you are working in an offline only mode, people can still touch your product, feel your product, and then they can buy the product. They can understand the quality. However, on an online only scenario where people can just see the product on the website, it's very important and crucial for you, in fact, to make sure that you're spending more time in this particular aspect of creating listings on the platform, because customers have only this interaction medium with themselves to understand more about the product. So we would definitely request whosoever wants to come on board, they have to invest time to create bullet points, title, description. We need like really some support from you to in terms of particular content or the customer particularly buying these products. We have services associated with us who can help you out in creating these listings. But at the end of the day, you are the one who's going to provide more information about the product. You are the one who's going to help us out in, giving those products so that they can take images. You are the one who can tell us more about the product so that they can write content. So some of these things are very, very important in nature. And if you have to be successful, I think this is very basic that a lot of us miss out when we are starting our journey with any e-commerce platform, whether it is in India or outside. But this is something that you should spend a lot of time in if you really want to be successful. So, want to, let's say, Germany have a base these products. How about it? Because I don't know. I don't have internal team as well as to help you out with translation of good the listings that you are having on the US platform. They can translate it to Japanese other marketplaces. So that's something that we give you at the time that you register with us in Germany, France, or any other marketplaces. So that's something that we can do. And that's free of cost. So we are not going to charge you anything in addition to the $40 price point that you're already paying us. So that's something that we can do. You don't need to worry for the translations basically in that case. So there are 70,000 people, as already told you, who are selling with us already. And now we plan to take it to a 1 lakh by the end of next year. So the crucial question, now I'm talking about profits, I'm talking about costs, because a lot of times these things get missed from the discussions. But this question comes very frequently from all the webinars that I've taken so far. That, hey, what do I make? What do I make in terms of, in hand? What do I get in hand? So Amazon has a $40 fees that I've told you already, for which you require a credit card. There's a monthly subscription fee of $40 or $39.99 that you can read on my screen. Then there is a additional fees, which is a referral fees on every sale that is made on the platform. So for textiles, it is around 15%. So apparel, it is 17%. So you have to pay the sales that you make on the platform, 15% flat goes to Amazon as a platform fees. So I'll just do a calculation for you once I explain you more fees, like how do you calculate that? How much are you getting in hand? Okay. The third fee is Amazon's FBA fees. Basically, Amazon is providing you a space in the US to keep your goods. Amazon is going to pack these goods in Amazon's packaging, and Amazon is also going to provide you the last mile delivery. Basically, Amazon is going to help you out in terms of shipping these goods from Amazon's warehouse to the customer's address in USA. So these charges we call together as FBA charges. And as you can see, there's a slab on the screen that for smaller products, and it depends only on the size and weight of the product. So let's say whether you are selling an iPhone or whether you are selling an iPhone cover, both of them will have the small FBA fees, because at the end of the day, it is the shipping cost and storing cost that is there in the warehouse. So it depends on the weight and the size of the product, rather than the price at which the product is getting sold. So I'll quickly do a math for you. I'll just go back to a slide and then try to tell you that how do we calculate what is it that you're getting in hand on the platform after selling with Amazon. So let's say here is a bedsheet on the platform. We can take a rough number and I'll do the math for you, and then you can extend it to any other product category that you're selling. So let's say this bedsheet sells at $50 on the platform, and you can go right now to Amazon.com and search for cotton bedsheets and see what is the price point at which these products are selling, and you'll see that some of the Indian sellers are also selling those products. So if you talk about a bedsheet around, let's say the selling price is around $50, and it depends on the thread count, I come from, by the way, I come from Technological Institute of Textile and Sciences. I have a background of textiles. So again, very passionate again about textiles, and knowing that this particular webinar is also with the textile magazine, I really wanted to interact with a lot of you. And hence again, we are taking the example of textiles here to have a dedicated focus again to the kind of operations that you might be having at your end. So let's say a 400 thread count or a 500 thread count bedsheet sells at $50 price point at Amazon, and you can go to Amazon.com and check for yourself. So out of that $50, the first piece is the referral fees. Amazon is going to charge you 15% fees, as I told you. So out of $50, if a customer is purchasing that product from Amazon, he's paying $15 to us. He or she is paying $50 to us. Out of that, we'll deduct $7.5. So the remaining amount is $42.5, right? Out of the $42.5, we will deduct the FBA fees that you can see on my screen. So a bedsheet would be close to around 2 to 3 lb of weight. And I'm talking about the 4-piece set, which would have a flat sheet and 2 pillow covers and a fitted sheet. So a 4-piece set goes at around $50. So we are going to charge somewhere around $5.25 for this particular bedsheet to dispatch it from Amazon's warehouse in USA to the customer. So this includes the picking, packing, and shipping costs. And we are taking a 1 month of storage cost as well in this particular case. So out of that 42.5, let's say I reduce $5.5 for FBA fees. So I'm left with $37. Now out of that $37, there is something called as advertising. So if you are starting your own brand on Amazon, you are going to promote your products, because right now the products will have very little reviews, your brand would have a very less recall, and it will take time for you to establish sales on the platform. Let's be honest about it. And I think this is something that I really want to educate you all, like in the very beginning, that you have to spend money in marketing, because if you have to build a brand anywhere, in offline, online, you have to spend money in marketing, and Amazon is no different. So you're going to spend some money, and that again depends on how aggressive you want to be. But let's say there is a 10 to 15%, the rough average that we have seen on the platform right now is 5 to 20% of the sales price we invest in marketing all these goods. So let's say if you're selling it at $50 right now, between like $5 to $10 in terms of advertising you would be spending on the platform. So let's say you spend $7 on an average. And again, this cost is not fixed, and hence I'm taking an average of around 15% right now. So with the $37 that were there, $7 I'm taking out for marketing or promotions on the platform to promote your brand basically. So you're left with $30 odd. Then out of this $30 odd, basically you're going to ship your products from India to USA. You're going to incur some cost. Let's say for a bedsheet which is going by sea, you're going to incur an additional $1 or $2 depending on the consignment. Like if you're sending a full container or a LCL or by air, like the shipping cost will vary. But again, you would be getting to a $2.5 cost of shipping this particular bedsheet. So eventually you're left with 30 out of that $30. If I remove another $2-3, you're left with $27.5 to $28. And if I remove some returns or any other damages or anything that, unforeseen expenditure, another 2 to 5%, then you might be left with, let's say, somewhere between $25 to $27. So if you do a rough math, anything you sell on the platform, out of which, if you remove all the costs of selling, you would be left with close to around 50%. And here I've taken your returns, I've taken your shipping costs, I've taken your FBA fees, referral fees, and everything. So roughly 50% is what you can get in hand. And now you can back calculate your margins that, hey, if I'm getting $25 for this particular bedsheet, what is my manufacturing cost, what is my labor cost, and what do I get as profit? So this is a rough calculation. It will vary somewhere between 50 to 60%. But if I take all the calculations and for new brands, it would be somewhere between 55% range, I think. And I took all the hassle to tell you about all this is because it just simplifies for you, to think around this, like how can you calculate your margins on the platform. So Indian beauty, personal care products are also in hot demand. If what we have seen over the platform, like I think some of you might not be in this category, so I'm not mentioning. I'm coming to logistics now. So we have tie-up with multiple logistics companies who can help you out with global logistics. So they're going to take shipment from your warehouses in India and dispatch it directly to Amazon's warehouses in USA, both for A and C. So we have dedicated logistics tie-ups who can give you negotiated rates, and you can very well ship via them. If you have your own tie-up with logistics, you can very well use that particular tie-up, and we are also okay with it. So some of the other services that I talked about, like advertising, I already covered because it's very important. A lot of us miss it out in the calculation. But again, it's something important that you should consider while you're starting to sell. Seller University is kind of a video platform which is internal to Amazon, which we give you the access to when you start selling, so that you can learn more about Amazon Global Selling, so that you can study the videos, you can understand that what are the processes, what are the opportunity areas, how do you grow with Amazon. So all this information is there, which we give you access to once you start registering with us. Third one, SPN, Services Provider Network. I told you that we have a partner group which can help you with photography, imaging, catalog, account management support, fulfillment, and everything related to tax, compliance, international shipping. So we can connect you with these providers. They will charge you, of course, for the services that they're providing you. But at the end of the day, you don't have to, worry for the kind of ecosystem that we have already built. The last one is LP Exports. So once you keep your goods in Amazon's warehouses in USA, we also enable, let's say, customers from other countries to buy these products. So let's say your products are sitting in Amazon's US warehouses, but someone from a different country can purchase that product. People from Canada can purchase that product. People from Mexico can purchase that product. And Amazon is going to take care of the shipping from Amazon's US warehouse to any of those countries. So we don't charge you extra. We charge customers the import duties in that particular case. However, when you are exporting your goods from India to USA, in that case, you have to take care of the import duties as well, because you are the owner of these goods and you are the person who owns this inventory right now. It is a consignment-based exports. You are not selling these goods to Amazon. You are just doing the inventory transfer to Amazon's warehouses, but you are still the owner of these goods. So as I told you, like Jeff Bezos' goal to have a $10 billion in cumulative exports, where we need your support. Some of you would definitely be contributing to these sales, is what I hope, at least. And then we plan to support you in this particular venture. I think this is the last slide. I have mentioned my email ID. This is the email ID which is seller facing in imglobaldirectselling@amazon.com, where you can reach out. You can very well write to us. We can take your queries, give you a team member who can assist you and help you out with anything that you require more information on, or you require support even post you start selling. So I think this was it from my side right now. I can take a lot of questions which you might have, but over to Ganesh. I think we can very well open the mic for the audience.
Hello, everyone. That was a thought-provoking session. But Ketan, I think the questions would be handled by Tanya and Aisha. They're going to be asking the questions to you.
Yes. I think I can also read through some of the questions. I think I hope people were listening. They would have some questions. So I think there's a Q&A thing in the toolbar. I'll just try to access it. I can take some questions. So everyone, I think there is a question tab in the GoToWebinar tool. So feel free to add questions to that particular tab so that I can read it through. And I have a couple of members from my team who can help you out also in answering some of those queries. I think right now we are also having a poll in progress. Aisha, is that correct?
Yeah, we have 3 questions in poll, so I will run one by one to capture their feedback.
Sure. So there's a poll. Folks, please help us in answering some of those questions. Like if you are able to see the poll on your screen, I can see only the responses. So I'm hoping you are able to see the questions on your screen as well. So Aisha, do we wait for people to enter some of their responses? Like, have you received responses? I can see 46% people have voted.
Yeah, 46%. So we'll wait for a few more seconds and then I can run for second question. Yeah. In the meantime,
Sure.
Tanya, you
meanwhile,
can
I'll just skim through the questions that are there on the screen.
Yeah.
Sure. Thanks again for voting. I think this is encouraging. A lot of people are interested post the presentation. Like 83% people I can see that are interested. That's a really good number. Like every like 5th person is not interested, I would say, but 4 out of 5 people are interested. That's a good sign for us, Aisha. So I'm just checking some of the questions on the screen, and then I'll take those questions now. So someone is telling that Mr. Shiva Bharadwaj, thanks for asking this question. You are distributors for Bosch and heavy duty commercial vehicle. You have 385 line items. Can you help us in creating and store? Yes, sir. We do have a team where we help you out with, in fact, we help you out with identifying that what are the products from Bosch which are selling well on the platform. We can very well tell you or guide you around listing some of these products. These products would already have some suppliers on the platform, but we can add you as one more supplier for these goods. And I'm sure like you would be competitive, because I myself had onboarded one seller, I think in 2017, and that seller it was in Bosch products, and they are doing more than $1 million in a year on the platform. I can't tell the name, but they were one of the largest distributors from India from Bosch, and they are doing extremely well. So if you have these products, you are the key distributor, you can really get in touch with us. We can help you out in terms of establishing a contact who can help you out with the listings. So Gaurav from Panth Projects, does Amazon Global Selling have a solution for custom-made products, specifically in apparel? So Gaurav, we have a solution for custom-made products. The solution is called Amazon Customs, in fact, as basic name as it could get. So we have a custom program in place where we give the customers a choice, to decide that what do they want to customize. And as a seller, you have a choice that whether you want to change, whether you want to give them an option to decide the material of the product, whether you want to get their name on the product. But there is a program which is Amazon Customs. But in that case, you have to ship your goods one by one from India after you receive an order. And you get a time of maximum 28 days for this item to be received by the customer. So that's how it works. So you can connect with us later on. We can tell you that, like how to go about this Amazon Customs. So I think I have a unique textile printing. Mr. Mayank Balaji Wala is asking this question. I have a unique textile printing. I need company trying to penetrate into customer. As you being in textile would understand the concept. Could I get some of your time? Sure, sir, we can connect. Please email us to the email ID that we have mentioned. We will definitely assign you an expert who's an expert in textiles who can help you out with this particular query. Given that I have very limited information in this regard right now, reading your question, I'm not 100% certain whether I'm able to answer it right now, but definitely once you get in touch, we can provide you the right POC. So I think next question is answered by Mridul already, so I'm just skipping it for the time being. We are already a seller on Amazon, but when we fulfill an FBA from our warehouse, it's taking a long time. How can we reduce it? Satya Brata Mishra has asked this question. Okay, so who's speaking? I'm sorry, I was unable to check who's speaking. Can you come again?
Mridul, this side, I'm replying to this question, the one you just spoke about.
Sure, Mridul. Just update your name in the answerer. I'll skip those questions. Mr. Chandresh is asking, can I get personal assistant to sell on Amazon Global to help me get on board? Sure, sir. Please email to us. We will also reach out to you if you have filled the survey that you want to be approached by Amazon's Global Selling team. Then we are in the next 1 week, you will get a call from us to understand more about the category that you're operating in and how do you go about it. We can definitely assign you a POC. We are already selling through Amazon.in. Payal has asked this question through Amazon Karigar and doing fairly well in India. That's a good thing, Payal. People aboard have reached to us wanting our products. Please share access to Amazon Global Team member to take this forward. And also there's a waiver for handmade in India Karigar sector. So Payal, there is a handmade program for Amazon Global Selling as well. If you're already selling in Karigar, you might already be aware. We just need to establish the fact that you are promoting handmade goods and there is a waiver associated with it. I think that's a 12-month fee waiver. So we can check more details for you once we get in touch with you separately. And in that case, we will put you in touch with someone, who has experience in this particular program. And we can help you out in scaling up this particular global business for you as well. That you are already doing well in India, that's a good thing to know. So is real jewelry export an option or not allowed? Payal Davda has asked this question. So I think Tanya has already responded. Real jewelry is an option. In fact, real jewelry is one of the top export categories in the last 1 year that has significantly done well for us, primarily because India is the largest exporter for fine jewelry. And we have certified store on the website where we help sellers export jewelry. So we can definitely help you out in this particular case. Is there any inquiry for Greek fabric? We are manufacturers of Greek fabric. Shubham, actually, I think this is a tricky question. We are promoting retailable exports. I think this would fall under, I think, non-retailable exports or raw exports where we do not have a lot of audience on the platform. However, we can check anything which is a fabric-related product. I think we are facing a challenge because most of our audience are B2C. However, on the platform as well. So we can look into this, but primarily we would want people to sell retailable products that can directly be bought by the end customers. So Shiva has shared the details. I'm skipping this. We can connect with them. I think outside of it, what about unsold inventory? Mahesh Chothani has asked this question. I think that's a very, very relevant question. Sir, what happens is I told you like one avenue that we provide is like that you can use the same inventory for other marketplaces that you are selling in. We can very well use the same inventory. Second, whenever our team is getting in touch with you, sir, like I'll can someone answer Shiva, like the email ID he's asking, I am Direct Global Selling. We can just share the email ID there. So I was answering Mr. Mahesh's question. So sir, whenever like we are planning for your inventory from India, we try to plan the inventory for a 3 months of time period. So that, you know, there is no such challenge in terms of getting returns and everything. However, when there is a unsold inventory, Amazon can help you out with the liquidation, but liquidation happens at a 10% rate in USA. In between, let's say within 3-4 months, if we see that, you know, the products are not getting a lot of traction on the platform, in those use cases, what we do is we put the products on deals, we put the products on promotion so that you can liquidate the inventory. And what happens is, let's say you start with 20-30 products, out of which you will identify that, hey, these are the 5 or 6 products that are going to do well for me. These are the 10 products that are not going to do so well for me. So I think in that category, like in that case, we are definitely going to focus on the products that are doing well for you and help you out with the liquidation for rest of the products with the help of deals or eventual liquidation. But most of the times we don't get these products back to India. That is primarily because the cost of getting reverse logistics is extremely high. Rather than that, we liquidate the products into USA. And essentially, we help you out with planning the first couple of shipments so that you are aware that, you know, how does exports work and that's an investment that you do to learn. And after you are sure that, hey, this is working for me, these kind of products, then you can very well ramp up your inventory in the warehouses. For precious jewelry, how do you help? Ojas is asking. So for precious jewelry, we help you out with getting the certificate. First of all, we will get the certified jewelry. We will help you get into the certified jewelry store on Amazon. And then we are going to also help you out with designs and everything. In certified jewelry, a lot of sellers are also shipping goods one by one from India rather than keeping the inventory in the warehouses. So we'll help you out with establishing a contact with the logistics partner here who can very well take your products as the order comes and they can very well dispatch it directly to the customer. So we have a certified jewelry program running in. In fact, I'm leading the jewelry and apparel textiles category right now, and hence I'll assign you a POC within my team who can help you out with this or this. So I see that we've answered most of the queries. And we plan to wrap this up by 4. I think we are just in time. If there are more questions, I can maybe answer those for next couple of minutes. And then I think Ganesh, you can take over and give the thanks speech to the audience who has been very kind to really, really listen. And then I see a lot of response in the positive. In fact, they have rated the speaker at like, you know, in between a 4 and a 5. In fact, 90% of them, 92%. I think that's a huge motivation for me to keep taking such kind of sessions. And take out time for the audience. I think this is really motivating. So thanks again, everyone who has been very patiently listening to me and my blabber for last 40-45 minutes or so. But really kind of you. Thanks again.
All right, we come to the end of this thought-provoking webinar. I thank everyone for attending today's talk session. I thank our speaker, Mr. Ketan Baga, and his team with whom we have worked very closely for the last couple of weeks to make this webinar a grand success. See you all in our next webinar. So until then, stay tuned and stay safe. This is Ganesh Kalidasan signing out. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Ganesh.